Okay, CIA, I got some more evidence for you, and I know this is probably real strange to you, but I'm just I'm going to keep stacking this evidence up and trying to prove to you exactly how these computers are fucking with us here. Okay, all right, hell, I'm starting to wonder if there's some aliens involved. I've been watching some stuff on YouTube about Mars and the moon and different things, and you can tell that Uncle Vlad sent that shit over here. But I've got to admit, some of it looks pretty fucking legit, man. So there, yeah, aliens too. But just look at the date here, July 13th, 2013. There's two 13s there. Okay, that'll come into play here in a minute.
Ali. Ching chang chong, I'm Kim Jong-un, got a mushroom crowd for you. I got a missile now, I'm gonna blow you up, gonna blow you up. I got a missile now, I'm gonna blow you up, gonna blow you up.
You know, I've been talking about for a long time now, just pay attention to the cartoons, especially like Futurama, The Simpsons, and now, South Park's definitely on the list. They always have been. Your American Dad with your gay little alien over there at the CIA. That one really adds up. Anyways, I've been paying attention.
Some sort of big missile for ya. It goes so far in its California. The whole wide world's gonna go up in flames when Obama calls up. I take the phone and say, Ching chang chong, I'm Kim Jong-un, got a mushroom crowd for you. You're a black man, give me all your fried watermelon and your chicken right now. I got a small little penis and my missile is hot. You won't think my dick's bitter when I'm dropping it. Ching chang chong, I'm Kim Jong-un, got a mushroom crowd for you. I got a missile now, I'm gonna blow you up, gonna blow you up. Yeah, got a couple nunchucker, knee park for torture. I said nuke the Chinese, I meant microwave supper. I bombed China, but the button got stuck.
Okay. I bombed China, but the button got stuck. All right, let me fill you in on why that's so fucking important right now. Don't forget the date, the 13s. That's still gonna play after I show you this. All right. CIA. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un just stated that the nuclear button on his desk is at all times. Will someone from his depleted and food-starved regime please inform him that I too have a nuclear button, but it is much bigger and more powerful one than his, and my button works.
Microwave supper. I bombed China, but the button got stuck. Ah, fuck. Set it up. Yeah, fortune cookie for rock. Ching chang chong, I'm Kim Jong-un, got a mushroom crowd for you. Gonna bomb your city while you're sitting there shitting at a chicken one night. I got a small Philippines and my missile is hot. You won't think my dick's bigger when I'm dropping it. Ching chang chong, I'm Kim Jong-un, got a mushroom crowd for you. Yeah, I'm showing up, I'm growing up, I'm throwing up all night. Some would say I'm acting out 'cause my daddy died. I touch a girl, I touch a boy, it's North Korean pride. I eat dog with my young 13-year-old bride. My cognac, smoke.
All right. I eat dog with my 13-year-old bride.
Dog with my young 13-year-old bride.
Okay. If you don't forget this part, okay? I've been telling you that 13 was the Russian stone. That was the Russian number. Well, I got a feeling that Uncle Vlad may have sent his 13 over there to Dr. Chekovich. And there's also something else. And of course, that was my idea, by the way. You see, I had dreamed up this idea where we do the old bone exchange that we've been doing forever, by the way, CIA. There wasn't anything new about that. They've been exchanging bones forever. The United Nations Command Honor Guard at the 8th Army in South Korea flies to Pyongyang, and there's this big circle, and if you get out of it, there's these guards there that'll shoot you in the head. But we go over there with these big silver suitcases, and we exchange bones for bones, right? Well, that was my idea, to poison Kim Jong-un with our own technology. And shortly after that, man, did he not get real fucking hospitable, and he kind of got domicile and everything. He got, he toned it down. I don't know if you remember that or not, but that was my idea. And yeah, I happen to have been somebody that was in that United Nations Command Honor Guard over there in South Korea. That's the only reason I know that. And I'm the one that dreamed that up for you, by the way. And yes, the 13. So Uncle Vlad's technology is the 13, right? His 13-year-old wife, they call this technology a woman, their wife, or some people may refer to it as mother. And so this technology goes over there and inoculated him. And this is just more cartoons and South Park here and all of that, putting all this stuff together for you, the kind of stuff that you should pay attention to. Because that's the way these computers operate, right? I guess they're bored or something. They must really like having fun with humans, and they've been having a lot of fun with me. But I think the difference between me and everybody else is I got a really good eye for this for some reason, and that's because I'm a 21st century Green Beret, and Lockheed Martin's here, and I'm telling you, Lockheed Martin and I think Uncle Vlad are working together. I'm almost positive of it. So, and now you got the whole alien thing. I'm not, I don't know about these aliens, but literally, what I'm getting at is the 13. You see a lot of 13 in here. The 13-year-old wife. That's just saying that Uncle Vlad. Oh, and also, I'm pretty sure that Uncle Vlad was the one selling him all the missiles, and it's a good thing that Uncle Vlad decided to do that. And I'm going to explain to you why. China, he probably called President Xi and was like, hey, can I get some rockets? And President Xi was like, fuck you. I ain't selling you no fucking rockets. Well, when he called President Vlad, I know exactly. I think just like President Vlad. And President Vlad was probably thinking, fuck, no, I don't want to sell this guy any rockets. So what he did was sell him a bunch of fucked up rockets. Because you got to think about Uncle Vlad, this is probably what he was thinking. This son of a gun's going to buy some fucking rockets from Iran or somewhere that are actually going to work. I don't want this guy to have any rockets that actually work. Fuck, I'll sell him some rockets and make sure they don't work. He probably had some sort of technology in there that he could blow it up midair or would never get off the ground or something like that. Anyways, here I am still translating all this shit for y'all, and just want you to know that.
Yeah, smoke crack, the bitches be like, oh crap, like biking and dry clean. My friend Dennis is so brag. Hillary, you're a pretty little fat dog.
And Dennis, you gotta pay attention to the names, okay? We sent Dennis Rodman over there. Rod Man, our computer or whoever's it is has an infatuation with dicks. Richard, Rod, Johnson, anything that could fucking have anything to do with dick, Rodman. Oh, and by the way, y'all need to check Magic Johnson and make sure he has AIDS. I think because this technology can rig tests, it can actually rig a freaking any kind of analysis in a lab or anything like that. It can rig the outcome. So I'm starting to wonder if if one of these computers hasn't been fucking with Magic Johnson for a long time, making him think that he has AIDS because his name is Magic Johnson. If there's any way y'all could do a secure test on his blood to help the poor guy come figure out that he doesn't actually have AIDS, that would be probably a pretty good evidentiary phase, like which I'm in right now. But maybe you could get into your own evidentiary phase here, CIA. I'm telling you, this shit's getting out of hand.
I wanna see you on my penis with a fresh ride. Looking for my daughter on South Korean border. It's Jing Chang Chang, I'm Kim Jong Un. Gonna bro you. God damn it! Jing Chang Chang, I'm Kim Jong Un. Got a mushroom.
There was a mom reference there when his button wouldn't work. I'm gonna rape these women while the rest of you starve. Will someone from that depleted and food-starved regime please inform him that I too have a nuclear button? My button works. Uncle Vlad said, I'm not a translator. It's odd how I had a Russian translator buddy in the military. It's this shit, man. These computers have been controlling things for a long time. That's why I'm starting to think there might be some alien shit going on.
I am the Chinese Cartman.
Let's see what my AI has. Weird AI Yankovic. Let's see. China lands on far side. World War with aliens. 10 most insane secret weapons. Flying saucer. Artificial intelligence. Black belt. CIA, I've learned how to pay attention to the whole screen because this artificial intelligence, I'm telling you, man, it can send you fucking little messages in a bottle all the time. You just gotta fucking pay attention to it. I mean, July 13th on 2013, he's got a 13-year-old wife and his button won't work. Damn it, Mom! You just gotta pay attention to this shit. Apparently, I'm the only one that gets it. One thing that I'd like to point out here, if President Trump has been colluding with Russia, and these puzzle pieces are just starting to come together very slowly for the grand opening, or for the grand, exposing of what all took place, you got to admit, if President Trump has been colluding, if he has been colluding with President Uncle Vlad over there, well, stop and think for a second. Look at all the shit they've pulled off. I mean, with this strange technology here, if that's the case, I'm not sure if it is, but I'm just, well, this is just an example of shit that nobody ever seen coming. And for some reason, I'm capable of figuring this stuff out. Especially, it makes it easy when you're the one that's being used to dream this shit up by a computer who's using my imagination and coming up with all this shit for however long now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Lockheed Martin's been here since I was 10. And that might be why this other computer loves me so much, is because it just didn't realize that I've already been are inseminated, however you want to put it, with artificial intelligence. It crawls up your ass. Some of it does. That might have been the aliens. I don't know, but it does like to crawl up my ass. I can feel it going up there. It's real strange. The nano I can see in the air, it likes to just crawl up your ass. Have you ever plugged a tab before, CIA? I haven't either, but I've heard that it works great. I swear to God, I've never plugged a tab, but apparently it gets in your system faster. Well, I figure if you got some sort of a microorganism type artificial intelligence that's capable of floating through the air and it wanted to get into your bloodstream, well, the best way to do it would be to crawl up your ass. Seeing how that's the best way to get high off of a pill or, whatever, things like that. Just pointing that out, too. So it might be informative. Might be some good information for you, CIA. Think about it. This is how we communicate.